Hey everybody, welcome to The Remedy. Hi, I'm your host, Tony pan+alleresco, and you're listening to us live on the Micro Effect Broadcasting Network. You can access the show by typing in www.themicroeffect.com. Then click on the appropriate links, the chat room links. Come on in, make friends, get acquainted, network, solve some issues, save the planet, cooperate. Goes a long way in solving the issues and saving the planet when everybody cooperates. I also publish information at other sites, buybluesky.com, guycanada.com, brian396.com, and other places on the internet as well. I'm on the YouTube. Apparently, I'm a very popular mouthpiece these days with C60. I had another attack on my system, so I'm obviously out on the internet. So if you need to find me for anything, you can go on my YouTube as well. Feel free to access my YouTube. There you may find information that may help you. Now, those of you, and I'm not just talking to believers of one aspect of faith. I'm talking to everybody. Everybody. You know, everybody's getting hit. Everybody's being targeted. I don't care if you're Islamic. I don't care if you're Judaic. I don't care if you're Christian, Catholic, Protestant, New Age, Old Age, Hindu, Buddhist, terrorist, non-terrorist, political leader, no political leader. Everybody's getting hit. Everybody. None of you are sleeping. 2 to 4 a.m. I'm getting called. Oh, you can't sleep. Of course you can't sleep. You're getting piped with frequencies. So my suggestion would be, if you've taken the sleep aids, you've taken the nutrients that can help you sleep, like niacinamide and glycine, and niacinamide and taurine, and niacinamide and GABA, niacinamide and 5-HTP, niacinamide and tryptophan, niacinamide and melatonin, and none of those seem to work, then you got a bigger problem. You're not the problem. It's something coming from the outside that's agitating your capacity to sleep. Learn to defend. Learn to come up with a solution. One of the simplest solutions you can do is get lead powder. Where are you going to get lead powder? You can go either to a Gulf Supply company, go online, pick up a pound of it, 14 ounces per gallon of paint, add about an ounce of canola oil, blend that up really good, and then proceed to paint your walls inside and out. And if you're in an upstairs apartment unit, you got to paint the ceilings and paint the attic. Paint the attic. And if you want, run a grounding wire, tape it to the wall just in case something does get through the windows. It has somewhere to go. With the window, you may want to use some of these sheets that they've got that you can tape over that acts as a deflector. Or you can make something very basic, going to the hardware store, getting the mesh that you used to use, the aluminum mesh for your screens. Again, hang them on a tarp, if you will. Glue them on a tarp, hang them up at night while you sleep, and then have that grounded so that anything coming through the network will then be blocked or deferred into the ground. These are some of the suggestions that you can do to help you get through it. Go get some regular latex paint, or if you can get an oil base, that's even better. Or add a little canola oil, like an ounce or 2 ounces of canola oil into your paint. Get about 14 ounces of lead powder, put it in a bucket, blend it in your paint bucket, blend it up with a blender drill, and once you get that as smooth as a baby's backside, proceed to paint the inside and outside, especially under the roof and on the ceiling. I would even paint the floor of the roof. Then you got 3 layers coming up from the top down. Now, some of you are going to be concerned, like I said, about lead. The only thing you need to be concerned about lead is you don't go licking the walls. If you don't go licking the walls, you should be okay. You start licking the walls, you're definitely going to have lead poisoning. Now, let's say you're still one of these people that are scared out of your wits for no reason. Okay, then start using vitamin B1, 100 milligrams, MSM, 1,000 milligrams, or NAC, 500 milligrams, and vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams, and do that 3 or 4 times a day. That will pull any lead out of the brain. Now, If the thing still smells like lead because of the fumes, you're going to get fume damage. Again, I would still use that material. Make sure you're incorporating saturated fat, and your omega-6s. I just got a report today on the omega-3. Everything I've told you about omega-3, they're now coming out with and saying exactly what I said. It causes super oxidative damage. Do not buy any omega-3 on the market whatsoever. It's all baloney. All of it. This is nothing but waste material that somebody was pushing years ago. That was basically because they had an overabundance of this omega-3, flax oil, and fish oil, and they got everybody buying this crap, and it's all loaded with heavy-duty metals. It's highly oxidative. It causes high levels of oxidative damage, and can cause liver damage and genetic damage. I was looking at this today, thinking, holy crap. So leave it alone. So where are you going to get your omega-3? Who says you need that much anyway? This was the marketing. A lot of fats have omega-3 in them. They just don't have a lot of them. There's only like maybe half a dozen plants, like purslane is loaded with omega-3. Canola has been genetically engineered, loaded with omega-3. I'm not sure I would eat anything from that anyway. You know, flax, fish oil, perilla oil. These are all omega-3s. Okay? Again, you got to look at maintaining and sustaining your genetic code. Those who wake up will work together. Those who don't, won't. That's simple. That's simple. Alrighty, just want to let you guys know this. Again, stay focused, stay focused, stay focused, stay focused on your DNA, stay focused on your mitochondria, stay focused on your cells, stay focused on these frequencies. Study frequencies. Study N3, N-3, DARPA N-3. Study the Lilly. Study the NULLIFY. Study optogenetics. Type in search engines, like C60 toxicity, blue beam toxicity with C60, things of this nature. You know what I mean? When we're looking at what we're dealing with today, this is a starting point so that you can see how you're being impacted. Oh, really? Haha. I can no longer access the morgues page on Bye Bye Blue Sky. The aliens continue. That's not, that's artificial intelligence. Yeah, I get the same problem. If people send me an attachment, when I go to click on the attachment, the artificial intelligence shifts my page back up to the very top. It keeps doing that with me too. So finally what I do eventually is I go and I get around it. There's a link called, I'll give you the link. It's called what's it called? Anon. Okay, ANONYMOX. Let me repeat. ANONYMOX. Download the program, and they'll allow you to able to access these sites that you can't access in the USA. They'll allow you to go to Great Britain or Netherlands and pay for more sites. You can go to different countries and access the internet from other countries through this program. This way the AI has to find who you are and where you are. Now I will say one more thing real quick before we run out of time. We do win. We do win. I think God's just letting them have a chance to catch up. That's all I think. But we do win. It may seem like a terrible time to be in, and it is a terrible time to be in. I mean, the days of Noah were not good times. But anyway, what we'll have, though, we're going to have a better time of it because we're all awake and we've all seen some of the historical stuff in the past, which will inspire us. Look what Noah did. He built an ark, saved his family. It took him 600 years, mind you, but he was able to do it. So as long as everybody starts working together and cooperating, I'm going to tell you something. It can be done. It can be done. Just bear with each other's faults. That's all you got to do because nobody's perfect and we've all been programmed. We've all been programmed. And that's what we're dealing with. You know, wrestle not against flesh and blood, but powers and principalities, principles and programs. Principles and programs is what we're wrestling with, because that's what they put inside of every one of us. Principles and programs. So until we get those principles and programs out of us and get back to the God program, this is why we have to help each other and get through it. Okay? Principles and programs. See ya. All right. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Till then, come up with some ideas. All right. Thanks. See ya.